Boom shakalaka, Bitcoin decoupling from the stock market. Things are starting to look pretty good, but I'll tell you exactly when I'm out. Stay tuned. What's up everyone, Randall here from Crypto Love. Today's video, a lot of very interesting charts for Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies. Before we get into it, like the video, join us on Twitter at the Crypto Love, and subscribe to the OG Bitcoin and Crypto YouTube channel, making daily-ish videos for the past almost 8 years at this point. Now, Bitcoin today, 34, holy freaking cow, sideways from yesterday, last week, last month. Seems like forever at this point. It's been going sideways. The overall market down 1% today. Bitcoin 82,780, Ethereum 1786, and XRP 208. And Bitcoin continuing in this downtrend since it entered it in January. It has been a long 4 months. Now the past month has been pretty sideways, you can see right here. And this purple fuchsia line right here is the bar pattern from the last downtrend that we had for Bitcoin. But there is the possibility could retest some previous resistance turned support right around $75,000. And if we were to actually get down to this level down here, you might not even see that bullseye all the way down there. That's when I would be out, because then that would invalidate the upward trajectory for Bitcoin coming down to touch this wick we had back here last August at roughly $50,000. If that happens, then yes, no longer bullish. But a lot of other people who even call themselves bulls have already gone bearish with just a little price retracement and sideways movement. Now, this could be some good news for Bitcoin. The stock market dropped more than $5 trillion in 2 days, and Bitcoin barely moved. Bitcoin is decoupling from the stock market. This might be the most bullish event of the year. And Bitcoin has not always been correlated to the stock market. As a matter of fact, and for a long time, Bitcoin was not in any way correlated to the stock market. And then all of a sudden last cycle, it started to become correlated. And look at this. Decoupling, decorrelation. Could it be the big move Bitcoin's been waiting for? Showing relative strength against the global stock market. Bitcoin SPY breakout and retest on monthly time after a bearish divergence. Could be the flight to safety. Digital gold. Could be that everyone is going to Bitcoin as opposed to traditional gold and stocks, and Bitcoin may continue moving up from here. There's the possibility that as countries devalue their own money by printing a whole bunch more of it, well, it could be the next epoch is the era of Bitcoin, where Bitcoin's heading to $13 million, becoming the global reserve currency. Holy cow, don't you hope you hold a Bitcoin or a tenth of a Bitcoin or something like that right now? Yeah, certainly. But if you don't, turns out that based on this Bitcoin buy and sell zone, right now Bitcoin is in the green zone, the buy zone. This is where legends bought in 2015, 2019, and 2020. Red is for selling, green is for buying. Don't overthink it. In buy territory for Bitcoin. And some people even skeptical with that, saying, whoa, no way we're down at the bottom. Well, based on this, we're at the power law price right now in green. It's trading at exactly the price that prior cycles would suggest via the Bitcoin cycle model. You can see that mid-cycle, Bitcoin tends to trade at these levels for a long period of time before eventually going up to the top or down to the bottom. But right now, has not reached those upper bound levels. So there could be a lot more to go for Bitcoin, and what everyone is banking on for Bitcoin right now. The M2 money supply going to be the predictor of Bitcoin price. You can see that M2 on a 12-week lag has now reached its pivot low. It doesn't mean the Bitcoin bottom is necessarily in, but give it a week or so and we should be moving up on the other side. Yay, everything's looking good once again. The liquidity weighted business cycle suggesting a poised breakout. Should it break out from here, look at what Bitcoin did historically afterwards. We might be on the verge of a very big Bitcoin move. As a matter of fact, if you want to measure it, because hey, everybody likes to measure things, right? Well, Bitcoin's gearing out for a breakout. We have this downward facing wedge right here. We have, I believe this is probably the RSI bottoming right here. And when these have happened at the same time and it breaks out, Bitcoin goes for a big move, could be headed to $150,000 in the next few weeks. April, historically a good month for Bitcoin. We'll see. That's all for this episode. If you enjoyed, like the video. Catch you later. Have a good one. Love you. Peace.
Boom shakalaka.
If you don't think Bitcoin's going to $1 million a coin and then $10 million a coin, you're already a loser.
From now on, if you don't own Bitcoin, you're a moron.